It's your fault.
My fault at what?
It's your fault. You didn't press record.
I did. I tell how did I get there on that clip?
Girl!
But guys, we are recording the end at the beginning. But then we realized that Yvonne's part of the podcast was not being recorded.
Yeah.
You know, after a million technical difficulties that we have had today.
But we're
That
back
was
and we're
but,
here to
but
say hello and goodbye.
goodbye. But please stick around. You know, for starters, we have to introduce our sponsors, Halin Nsimbi's Kitchen on YouTube. Okay, that is how we're going to be in the near future. So please calm down, okay?
Yes. And
And who's our sponsor from Canada?
now the sponsor has been Niger Made.
Mm-hmm.
So Niger Made, we have our beautiful jewelry. Please show off.
Oh, yes,
Yes, show
yes.
off our jewelry. And then also we're not just jewelry, we also make other handmade stuff. Like at the moment we're focusing on trivets. Trivets are basically like
2 minutes.
coasters. Yeah. So today we're focusing on coasters for a little bit because right now we are in our tea era. So we make these coasters from rope. I literally make them myself from rope. And these ones protect your IKEA table. You put this one on the IKEA table with your hot cup of tea, put it on top, and we make them in different colors. We can customize them. Look how pretty this is.
The one, yeah, that one. That's my
Yeah,
fave.
and then soon we're going to launch our Valentine's trivet because Valentine's are around the corner, and why not have something cute on your
Valentine's is
table, right?
coming.
Like to
Where's
match
your
your.
boyfriend? Valentine's is coming. Where's
Girl,
your
he's
boyfriend?
there in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, so thank you
Anyway,
guys for
but
watching. We appreciate you. And also, welcome to our
this
podcast. This is going to be
welcome
the
to
end
the
and the
podcast.
beginning. And I
Yeah.
know we've been a hot mess this episode, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
But anyway, guys, stay tuned.
And action.
Today we were getting ready for the TikTok funeral. Neneva Jesus. After the whole night of me crying, my Shayna! Oh my god! You know, we're all dressed in black, ready for the funeral. The bitch was like, no, I am not dying yet.
No, not
But
today,
yeah.
bitch. Not today.
Hey girl.
Hey, how you doing?
First of all, you look amazing.
So do
Yeah?
you.
Could you
So do
just, oh
you.
yeah.
We're all dressed for a funeral, which didn't happen, but I guess it was a few
It
minutes
happened for
funeral.
a night.
Yeah, I guess
You know those people
an
that
hour
die for
funeral.
one day?
Hi guys, welcome back to our podcast. I
Since
realized we don't
2001.
introduce the podcast since 2001. Um,
Okay.
I am Wivey, aka Miss Piggy, aka Niger Maid on Instagram and TikTok and all the socials. And introduce yourself, my love.
It's time for me to introduce myself.
But of course.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Halin Nsimbi. I am Halin Nsimbi on all socials, FYI. But cooked by Ugandan on YouTube because I know how to teach how people how to cook. So many people don't know how to cook, so I just be there, throwing things down, getting them measurements that I need to start putting in the description. Because I
Hmm.
think we all have the same ancestors. I'm like, when
Yeah.
you see what I'm doing, I
No,
believe you do.
I don't think we have the same ancestors. Some people's ancestors are extra and others are basic. So, no, we don't have the same ancestors. But
Well,
continue.
there's nothing basic over here.
No, 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 that's what I said.
Do you know one thing about looking good? You feel good.
True, true, true,
Who's
true.
I? I'm
But
like,
I literally
wow.
just woke up, honestly.
But you actually have.
Yeah. Yes, I literally just woke up. But it is what it is, guys. It is
Yeah,
what
so
it
how's
is.
your week?
My week was actually really short. I have been sick since the beginning of the week, so I
Mm,
forgot about those days. They are not in my brain. So I literally had like 3 days of the week
mm,
because I was sick for the other ones. Yeah. Um, the rest of the days that I was okay were quite fruitful. Blah, Zungu.
mm.
Quite fruitful. Um I went for 2 events today, so that's for my magazine job, guys. I work for a magazine. Yeah, that's my magazine job. So I had two
Is it
events
ready to
today,
be
which
plugged
were.
into the podcast?
I'm sorry, no, not yet, not yet.
No, yeah.
I need to first talk to my Oga and see if it's all right
Okay.
for me to talk about it. But I'm pretty sure they will say it's fine. But
Okay.
yeah, I have to take
Yeah.
precaution.
Mm,
So that was nice. I got to meet a bunch of people. I got to interact with different youth. The last event I went for was about expressing yourself through art
mm.
in order to combat violence in the community, and it was really nice. It was a nice event. Yeah. How was your week?
My week was amazing until I had an interaction with a classmate that drained me. Yeah. Anyway, so let me go into my interaction. So we were getting ready to do a test and like reading through and this this dark skinned man from Puerto Rico approaches me and he's like, "You're from Uganda, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Do people walk naked over there?"
Bitch.
I'm like, "So what do you mean?" It's like, like I want to come over to Uganda to see naked women walking around. I'm like, you're in America, yeah? Do you do you luzunguluze, like bulichebogera is whatever they say about Puerto Rico
True.
true? He's like, no. Then I'm like, with the way you have, I don't think I'm the only African you have met.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you like anyway, it was a little bit draining. That is how my week that was the highlight of my week. Yeah.
That was the highlight of
But
your
that's
week.
not what made me tired, though. What made me tired was this goddamn bar of geisha. I was feeling nostalgic,
And how did you
bro.
get geisha?
Hey, I have my connections, so I was like, you know what? Let me, you know how you can feel nostalgic,
Yeah.
yeah?
Kogwe
And you're
kafuna
like, oh,
geisha.
let me get this buff geisha that was given to me. I had a friend coming from Uganda sometime, so they gave me
Oh,
this buff geisha. So I was just like, you know what? Let me use this bar to see, like, just like to see if I feel the same way that I used to. Girl, this bar was made in hell. For starters, the moment like the lather touched my eyes,
yeah.
I was crying.
But geisha has
I
always
was
been like that. Geisha and life boy. Don't let those things touch your eyes, girl.
my God, I almost died in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Because I was
really.
looking for water everywhere. I was like, then, then it dried out my skin so bad. Like my skin looks. I talked to a nephew. This was yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I've been rocking this head scarf thing.
Oh,
But then I like probably like 2 or 3 hours before I just showered with geisha. And like the oil was just disappearing. My
from
face
you.
was dry. This thing dries up your skin. Don't this boy tell the thing that I have cancer? He was like, are you doing chemo? I was like, hey.
Okay, that's a bit extreme. 'Cause I thought you had cancer. I think geisha is probably good for like our countries back. But if you're
I
using
don't
it
think it
here,
is.
it's probably not as good. Maybe like there's something that interacts with the water or something. Me no know, man. Me no know.
Like I found the reason why, like I think that's why we stopped using it at home because we stopped using it when it was still green years ago. Like I didn't even take it to school.
Now let me tell you what we use geisha for in our
Yeah.
home.
Mm.
We use it to wash whites. Like the white geisha.
Yeah.
Use it to like to wash your white t-shirts, like your white hankies,
Okay.
because it makes them white. So
Does it have a bleaching effect?
I think so, but it
Oh.
actually does make your things white. So I think geisha is supposed to be laundry soap, but tumwekalizamu and we use it on our bodies.
Mm.
I don't know. There's probably like some kind of thing in there because I don't know how my mom found out that it actually makes things white, but she uses it and it actually makes things
Mothers always
white.
know. Mothers always know.
Mothers always know, girl. Mothers always
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what made me tired this week is people in traffic that don't give way to emergency vehicles.
Mm.
Like, let me say you're hearing an ambulance coming or like a fire truck coming and your ass is
Mm.
still in the way and you're not moving aside for these guys to go through, right? That's what made
Mm.
me tired. Like, this is a freaking emergency. This could,
Someone is dying.
yes, someone is dying. This could just mean
This could
like
be you.
that's that 1 second, that 2 minutes that you're wasting in time could cost someone else's life. And here you are being selfish because you're rushing to work, because you are rushing to the grocery store, you're rushing to the mall. Like, guys, please let's respect these things. So that's what made me tired this week. Yeah, people who do not respect.
Give her.
Yeah, that's what made me
And
tired.
I believe we talked about it in how like in Uganda it is worse.
Oh,
In, let me tell you one. Like if a member, not even the president, if a member of parliament is going through the road, that bumpy, dusty,
yeah.
looking for other words that flow down there, yeah, because those roads are bad. Yeah? Like
Like muzija munembuto.
like those roads, like every time I tell people like want to visit Uganda, I'm like, go with the back brace, go with the gutter. You're going to lose your back on those goddamn roads. Okay.
Some people want to
Visit
lose their
knowing
backs,
your spine is going to crack. Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, but it's actually only in Kampala, but where elsewhere in Uganda, like the roads are a little bit bearable. Yeah,
Mm,
but like if a member of parliament is going, through a road like this,
yeah,
they can like
that's
cloak
true.
traffic for like an hour. They don't give respect to an ambulance. I'm like this. First of all, this member of parliament is doing nothing, but
Speaking of,
I rest my
I have
case.
an uncle who has misused an ambulance,
Mm,
and I'm not proud of it. And when he told me, I was really mad because he told me he was in a hurry and whatnot. So he was
mm,
coming from, I think it was like northern Uganda or something, but it was a far place, and he wanted to get to Kampala real quick, right?
mm,
So he calls his ambulance buddy,
mm-hmm.
and they rode the ambulance all the way from that side to Kampala. So obviously, remember, you're allowed to drive as fast as a
Yeah.
speeding bullet. And that's exactly what they did. So they drove all the way from those ends to our home, only to drive inside our compound. Ambulance, everyone is panicking. And it's like, oh no, I just wanted to arrive early. I was like, you bitch.
Bitches.
But yeah,
But
we all
what do you
have those
have to drink
relatives.
today?
We all have those relatives, and
Bro, we are
almost
going
every
to,
Ugandan has. Eh?
we're going to dive in deep today in some of my relatives. Okay.
Are we actually doing that?
A little. But what are you drinking today?
Today I am drinking hibiscus. I found fresh hibiscus, guys, like the actual flower
Oh.
that's not dry.
Okay. How does it taste?
It tastes good. It tastes really, really good. For me, it tastes better than the dried one.
Okay.
So in my cup, I have hibiscus, cloves, and Ceylon cinnamon.
Today the cup made it to the podcast.
Pearl!
So in my cup I have rosemary, fresh rosemary.
Ooh.
Like I don't like rosemary out here. Like rosemary. You know what?
Yeah, it's not as potent as, yeah.
Okay. So there's rosemary, there's cardamom, there's ginger, there's key limes, two key limes.
Yes!
Um
I forgot to put key limes in my.
and was, you know, today, because we're getting ready for a funeral, babes.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and you know how
really.
there's no food in like a food at most funerals is like potluck, and we do not know where they have cooked that food from. So you need to come with your own.
Bring your own food. Yeah.
Mm.
Unless you want to fight with the villagers and fall in Masepichi and whatnot. So, guys, this is episode 6. Can you imagine we have reached episode
My
6?
God, look at how consistent we are.
That means that means our podcast is 6 weeks old because we've been doing it
Six
every
weeks old,
week.
yeah,
Wow,
every week,
6 bloody weeks.
yeah.
So,
We're like, oh my
anyway,
goodness, let's do it during the night. But at times, like, this was my bad, guys. I realized, I think it was like the second episode. Like, I was so worn out, and I was like, you know what, I can't be bringing this one out, and like, that's not me. Like, I watched that podcast, and I'm like, boy, we need to work something out. So like, that's why we moved it during the daytime.
and besides, we don't even have to use fake lights.
Like, everyone is shining.
Everyone is puffy because I just woke up.
But no one can tell.
It's okay. I accept
Yeah.
myself in every shape and form, and
Ne mama.
I'm a shapeshifter.
Ka Westcott
I accept
kanyamba
myself.
ndolooza tekagala kunkutula. What
Akati,
is this? Ka Westcott.
Otio,
My whole body it just wants to explode.
set yourself
I'm like,
free. We shan't be contained.
it wants to be like, oh my goodness, look at these egg rolls. Like, I'm so big.
No, it's fine. Come on.
I'm fine.
So our
A
episode
little.
6 today is that topic for today is Africans in North America.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are both Africans and we're both in North
In North
America.
America.
We are both in North America. So
Do you know that people don't know that Canada is part of North America?
which people
Like
are
some people.
those?
I have met people who don't know that Canada is part of North
They are
America.
probably Americans. You know, even some Americans. No, let's not go there. Yeah. Anywho, so we're
Mm.
both Africans and we're both in North America.
Yay.
And wow, the reason we decided to come up with this topic was because of certain things that happened this week. And then also, when was your anniversary? Your anniversary was like a few days ago.
A few months, like a few weeks ago, I made 10 years. I don't know if it's supposed to be an achievement, but I made 10 years in America in November 22nd. I've survived in the
Yeah,
land of the free
ish.
for
And
10
I
years.
am making 7 whole years in North America. I can't believe it's 7 years. Like I remember coming to this place in
Mm.
January
Oh, at its
2018
cold.
on my dad's birthday.
Mm.
Yeah, that's when I came. And my God, the
So
culture
much has
shock,
happened.
the culture shock that the first thing that I felt was the cold. And I remember the person who picked me up from the airport.
Mm.
Long story. Person who picked me up from the airport. It's like, how is it? The first thing is like, it's like walking into a fridge.
Mm.
Because honestly, it was the first time I was in South Africa, but South African winters are,
Mild.
they are Edmonton summers,
Mm.
right? I walked into this place and I was in Toronto. I wasn't in Edmonton yet. But good God, I had never witnessed that cold. And yes, 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 yes. And then I'm seeing heaps and heaps of snow. I'd only seen snow in TV and whatnot. I was like, oh, okay. It's very bright.
Very bright.
What is
Did
this?
you test it?
Did I what?
Did you test it?
I am yet to do that because, like, the way I want to test it, like, I want to collect it I don't want to be testing on the ground or wherever, but I want to like
Mm.
collect it like when it's actually snowing. I want to collect it in like a bowl or like a jar or something and then actually eat it. But then I'm not
I
sure
don't.
of
I don't
because
think you should.
yeah, I don't think I should. That's what I'm saying because
Mm,
Edmonton is quite polluted.
polluted.
It's
Mm,
oil and gas. It's an oil and gas city, so I feel
mm.
like even the
By the time
rain
the
and
snow
everything,
comes
yes, by
down
the time the
to.
snow comes down, I'm just putting toxins in my body, which I
Mm.
am fighting to get rid of. But maybe like a spoon. But yeah, here am I saying like a spoon of poison? I don't know. I will think about it. I'll have to talk to my gods. Some of my gods with my cowrie shell. I'll
So
see.
there was a video of Ludacris. He went up to like Antarctica, and then he drank the water. Yeah, on drinking the water,
Mm.
everyone was like, "Oh my God, so much was." But in my head, I'm like, the first thing that I did when I had just landed, I was like, "How does this taste?" Because like when
The
I moved to
snow.
America, yeah.
It,
So I was
it
like, I
wasn't
cannot be
yellow.
judging Ludacris. I drunk, I ate snow, you guys.
But here you are,
But
you survived.
man, did I?
Did you? But you
It
did
may have changed the
survive.
course of something. You never know.
Like
I'm
made
just
you more
saying.
fabulous, it's okay.
Uh, Fabulosity. What will I- But
So
anyway, let's go.
what
Let's
was
go.
your culture shock when you got here? Like how was it your first time arriving? Like
My first time arriving, because I arrived in Los Angeles. No, no, I arrived in San Jose.
mm,
I just realized that if your accent is different,
mm,
people are a little bit mean, man. Oof. Like, no matter how much English you have, but if it's not an hour more.
it's after I came to Canada that I realized I have an accent.
And to me, you speak normally.
Because we know each other, right? Because we
Like,
come from Uganda, we come from that, like everyone is speaking like you and me. But then if we go and address a school of North Americans or like a
mm,
congregation of North Americans, we speak different. We have an accent. Yeah. I mean, you're in the transportation industry, and don't they ask you where you're from? Do they be like, oh, hello,
every
and blah, blah, blah? They will ask you because, like, our accents are
let me tell you
different.
one. People ask me even before I say something.
Like, where you from? And I'm like, Boston. No, like, seriously, where are you from? My mother's vagina.
Because that's where I'm from, babes. I'm from paradise. Okay. Um, what were you most excited to do but underwhelmed?
Oh my God, I was most excited to be in the fashion industry, doing all these shoppings and whatnot. And
Gossip Girl.
yes,
Mm.
like walking with these bags, shopping bags. I don't even know why that's where my mind went. But getting here, your girl was an international student.
Hey,
I could not afford, first of all.
and how much back was your whole year semester
Right?
tuition?
I was quite underwhelmed by the way people generally are in terms of
Mm.
fashion, especially like coming from Toronto. I
Mm.
expected Abantu Kwambala, probably because we had been watching Gossip Girl and whatnot. I thought I'd be seeing like people dressed in some type of way on the streets. I expected like the streets to
Like the whole
be,
street wakes up and they're like, let's color code today.
yes, like let's do this. I expected like, I don't know, a runway, should I say.
Mm.
I expected like the streets to be clean as shit. When I got here, I'm seeing piles and piles of shit on the streets, like dog shit. Guys don't pick up their dog shit, first of all. I'm seeing people dressed like, okay, people don't even try. Like, people
Public
are,
transport.
no, for transport, for transport, yes, I'm fine
No,
with transport.
people like, they don't even try, like even showering, because dressing up, even like physical health also matters. Like to me, it was a shock to me, like going to a bus and people are like, "Woo." Someone enters and their breath. I'm like, wow.
I know.
I know it's a land of the fripper babes.
Yeah,
Like your breath is killing me.
yes. No, we are not struggling with that. Like, brush your teeth, rinse your mouth. Put just one clove in your mouth, and you get fresh breath. Um, Another thing that now we're going to talk about things that shocked us. I think that
Mm.
shocked me is the way people keep their cars.
Outside?
So many North American cars I have sat in are really dirty. Why don't guys
Yeah.
clean their cars? Like, I
Yeah.
don't care. You're going to find old, what is it,
Food
fast food,
packages.
yeah, fast food packages,
Yeah.
like candy wrappers, an old spoon, like shoes. Guys, eh? Me, I was so shocked. I was like, were you in a hurry or this is how you just usually are? But looking around and like there's clothes from last week, there's shoes in there, there's like old candy wrappers, there's used tissue. They don't even. Good. Maybe because Penny spoiled me, but not even Penny, guys. People in Uganda keep their
But
cars clean.
even the taxis that we used to take, they used to be clean.
Yeah,
They used to be, yes, dusty old, but they were clean.
yeah, they were not as dirty as. Good Lord.
My goodness. Like, I used to have a homegirl who used to take me to work, when I just moved.
Hmm.
And, I was like, wow, your car smells like a bath. And I was like, but then, I'm like, probably, life is busy and stuff, so I can't be extremely
Or maybe
judgmental.
she didn't take a shower that day. I don't know.
No, it was a car, babes. It was a car. Yeah, like probably milk pod somewhere, and it was just there
Fermenting.
waiting to be cleaned. Yeah.
So she was busy making cheese in her car.
Mm, mm, mm,
Okay.
mm, mm. To me, what shocked me, which definitely underwhelmed me,
Yeah.
because the first thing that I did, I was like, I need to eat McDonald's.
Good God.
That thing tastes nasty. Because for starters, like the ad, they shoot this whole burger that's like greased up, and oh my goodness, it's like cinnamon seed. I'm wow. I was like, wait a minute, what is this?
I know. The way
Flat
they
as
advertise
hell.
food.
Yeah, like the bread was. Mm. If I could share pictures one of these days, I will. Because I was like, you know what, this is my one and done. Yes, I had it a couple more times, like two, three, four times, but it was my one and done for that year.
But you know, the reason why you had it those two, three times is that I think is it called MSG? I think that makes you like
MSG.
crave the food, crave the food. I
Mm.
also went through that when I went to
Allegedly. Allegedly.
alleged allegedly. But I put this on tiny microphone. I hope you can hear me better. I
Eh.
apologize for our sound. It's me. I'm the
Mm,
problem. Me and my
mm,
Android phone, but I love
mm,
Android. So yeah, I remember when I also tried McDonald's for the first time when I was in SA.
mm. It's not like ads.
Allegedly, it tasted like ass,
Mm.
but
Ooh.
I kept going. But I kept going back. Not that I like the taste of ass, but it's it's those motherfucking additives. Those things that make you addicted. Like, I would have dreams. Oh,
Hmm.
stop it. I would have dreams like literally of this stupid burger. And my God, like every time after school, be like, oh, let's go for McDonald's, let's go for Big Mac. Ah,
Mm.
but guys, the way your system, the way you digest that shit, you will eat that Big Mac on Monday and then poop it out next week. And it's just there
By
sitting
the
in
way,
your stomach. It's not
that thing
coming
sits
out.
in the
Eh? Have you seen those videos
and
where they like, I don't know how true it is, allegedly. I don't know how true
allergy.
it is, where they like,
Put it in
um,
something.
yeah, put it in something like they get different burgers, like a homemade one, they get like a Wendy's burger, they get all those fast food chain burgers, right? And they like put them in like a
See,
jar and then see which one will mold faster and whatnot. Guys, they reached
that
a
bitch was
point
involved.
where the McDonald's burger,
Mhm.
allegedly, didn't do shit. It stayed
English
the way it
girl.
was. So that's how exactly it is staying in your system.
Your body,
But you keep on eating
Nigga,
it. And you keep wondering
like
why you're
my
getting this acne. And you keep wondering why you have thyroid problems. And you keep wondering why you're gaining weight. I'm like, just one burger, just a little bit of poison that you're putting in your body is
that little
costing
bit
you.
of poison, eh?
Mm, it's costing you. So think about it. The choice is yours and yours alone. Kula botereza amabere. The
I'm like, the little bit of poison may have given me good.
I still have that picture, by the way. So when
We are.
oh my goodness. So should we talk about it?
Let's go. Let's go.
So
Yeah,
as
but
you
before we talk
can
about it, let's first
see,
talk about the let's talk about, like, because I was going to forget what happened when you were joining the call. You said you were going to explain it on the podcast. Like, what happened when you were joining the line? Oh my goodness, your microphone. Ewete kwa muliro. iPhone. Can I
I
hear
can
you?
hear you.
For a second, I was like, oh my
What a
god,
wow. Can you hear me though?
what a wow. Yeah. So what happened? What happened earlier? You were like, I'm going to explain before we get into my boobs.
Wait, no, give me some more.
Like, when you were joining earlier, then you logged off. Then you're like, you know what, I'm going to explain on the podcast because I
Oh,
couldn't see you.
so the last time
Yeah.
that I was on that we were recording, I think it was when we were with Sheila or
Mm,
something. Yeah, our Sheila episode.
mm,
That's what episode was that? Episode 4, actually. Yeah, episode 4
mm.
with Sheila Madame Bay. Hey girl, hey, hey, hey. Yeah. So
Hey.
what happened is we were in the middle of recording our thing, and then I got a bloody
Mm.
call in between. That's why I jumped off. So today, I don't know.
Today.
My brain was like, oh, airplane mode.
Mm.
I put my phone on airplane mode, and
Not even to do this stuff.
you have to send the link and whatnot. So I put my phone on airplane mode,
Yeah.
and I'm checking the time. I'm like,
And waited.
the speech said 1 hour. Like, why are you late? And I'm like, calling. I'm like, you're the one who's saying you have to go to class and blah blah blah. I'm like, 1 hour. And then it clicked in my brain. I was like, bitch, you're on airplane mode, so there's no Wi-Fi. There's no. He has no way of reaching. Oh, but yeah, that was my one brain cell working very hard.
That happened to me too. I don't remember what I was doing. Nah, because for me, turning on the airplane
Mm,
mode is so it's like a phone. Like when I don't want people to call them, just turn it. Like at times, do not disturb. When people call so many times, the phone goes
mm.
through. Or should I get that? No, let me save you guys. Let me save you. So I do like it was such an important call. I just wanted to put it into do not disturb. Name nange because automatically I'm like airplane mode. Then that's how I missed the call. Anyway, let's talk about my boobs.
So, as you can see, I'm
Mm.
the president of the itty bitty tea committee, and my lover over there in Arizona got some double D's. And we talk to each other not almost every day. So he
Mm.
calls me this one time and he's shirtless. I'm like, oh, you have nice nipples. Like, honestly, guys, Carlton has nice areolas. Please don't expose him.
Uh,
That's
I'm very
so.
PG.
What he does is like he holds his boobs up and then he does like the whole cleavage thing. It's like take a picture. And guys, these actually look like female boobs. I took the screenshot and I cropped it. And I said the next time someone asks me for a nude, this is what I'll use. So yeah, it's more hilarious. No, it's funny. And that's what I'll actually use because they
Anyway.
actually look cute. You have cute titties.
Yeah, tugenda just gundi ku photoshopping awo gundi akavere kawo kaveewo,
Akavi, cause yeah,
you know,
there's
'cause-
some chest hair. But
yeah,
no, there's some people who are
yeah,
into chest
something.
hair. We're not kink shaming here. There's some people who are into chest hair.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oba nakubuuza kyesite yange ogenzeeyo okweyambula
Tabaga
onoobuuza
mantina waxing. Right? I had to prepare myself for the night. And they're like, how come the boobs are
okay.
smaller? I'm like, filters.
Uh,
We blame it on the filters. Oh my god, we're getting off topic. Let's go back.
let's go back. Anyway, my other thing that was shocked about and that really underwhelmed
Mm,
me was when you're coming from Africa, America is such a different land. You know, like what they show, like back in
mm.
Uganda, yeah. So, like when I'm truthfully speaking, in Uganda, yes, we have street kids. We have some homeless people, like to me. But I don't know if it's under
I
control.
think it's under control
I don't
because
know.
the homeless people only appear in the night, right? Like when you go down that side or markets and whatnot, the homeless people only appear in the night.
Like I was shocked when I arrived in Los Angeles. Like I told my host, I was like, I don't want to be this person, but I never knew America has homeless people. Truthfully speaking, I didn't know. I didn't know. It was shocking to me. I was like,
I don't
wow.
understand why is it shocking? Like there's homelessness everywhere.
No, no, like it is not what they
Oh, like
show.
the
Like
level.
coming from Uganda. Yeah, like come, like I didn't know, because you know how they portray Uganda, flies everywhere, and I'm like, I don't see these
Mm,
things. But when it comes to America, it's Dubai, high-rise
mm,
buildings. Everyone is like, gossip girl,
yeah.
the cities that totally showed like that totally lived up to their hype, or where it was only New Orleans.
Mm.
Surely, New York was way too loud. Everyone was like, people are kind in New York. They're kind of in New York than in Boston, but it was way too much, But I saw someone getting mugged and nothing was happening. Like no one was helping this lady. She was screaming, help, help,
And
help,
everyone
help,
was
help.
walking.
And I was like, hey. Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry, babes. Like, I'm new. I don't have papers.
But it's
So
open to
they took her
I might
bag.
get deported while I'm helping
I,
you. I'm sorry for it.
like, they may slice me or go in there, and then, insurance is like, we can't cover you, like, because I don't know, like, it was such a scary case, and then, like, I didn't have. I didn't have the feminism that I've built up right
Mm.
now. You know, like I this is the other thing that I tell people, like everyone who comes from Uganda or like from anywhere in Africa, I'm like, the moment you land into America like this, you need to unlearn so many things.
True. That's very
You need
true.
to unlearn the misogyny, you know, because I believe, you know, like I had some misogynistic ways too as a human
Mm.
being coming from Uganda, you know, with the things that I was used to. Like I had to unlearn so many things, you know.
Like what? Give
So
us
yeah, but
examples.
right now I do like the details can't come to mind because they'll be self-incriminating when I'm not ready to talk about them. But yes,
And that's the thing that will go around.
yeah.
No.
You know I have an alter ego. My alter ego is called Chelsea Kimia
Got
Mondia.
you.
Yeah, so like she's like the Sasha Fierce to the Beyonce.
I see.
Yeah. So like
I see.
yeah, she usually pops up and I'm like, girl, it's not your time. Calm down.
Settle down.
But yeah.
So
What else was culture shock to you?
the loneliness. The loneliness. I don't even know why it happens like this, but it's like North America, it's all about work,
Work,
home, sleep.
bills,
Work, oh, with bills.
bills.
Work, home, bills, sleep. Work, home, bills, sleep. We are suffering in Uganda, but we have time to socialize.
I didn't even know what the word depression meant.
We have time to socialize. Like you can squeeze in some time to see your friends. You can squeeze in. But then yeah, I made the culture shock was of I have to set up an appointment months prior in order to see my friend. Yeah. I remember in Uganda, I would be sleeping and like Lydia would wake me up like, I'm here on Tuesday to get like, and I don't know. Okay, it's a little bit,
Girl,
yeah, it's a little bit, no one could get Django Gureu. It's a little bit, okay, sometimes a little bit inconveniencing, but then it kind of shows you that
when you move to Bulaya,
when you move to
you realize
Bulaya,
that oh my
I
goodness, that
know
was
you're
such a
the one
beautiful.
who's that kawa that's canoring for everyone. Like, can we do this? Oh, sorry, no. Can
Give
we?
me
Can we?
time.
The loneliness is very loud. It is very loud. You have to actually go out of your way and look for those social connections. Yeah,
Mm.
because even like meeting people organically, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's because we are not Americans. I don't know. Because like my ex-husband, I met him
Mm.
online, right? Like most of the people that I dated were online. And this was something that was very new to me, right? And it was just so new to me and weird. This whole
Mm.
lack of social, I don't know, bigambo people say,
olugalo luzungu
or
awalulubula
say.
but nkutegeera ate nze akutegeera bwe wati sirina bigambo byakuzaawo awo
Mwana, ndo
olaba
kigamba.
bannange olwaliro lusobola okutegeera yeah but
Usually you pull me through the gutter, so I pull
um,
you through the gutter. Man, later we are both down
but
there. But that's totally
but
dead.
Yvonne, I didn't know what the word, truthfully speaking, like you, I didn't know what the term loneliness
Mm,
meant until I moved to
true.
America. Wow, wow, wow. Like, you know, like I said, you know, like even like in Uganda, yes, like I believe the emotions are there, depression and every
Mm,
other thing, yeah. But you know, like I just felt like now my routine was like wake up, work. But you know, like months are shorter here. Yeah, you're paying rent, then suddenly, you know, like at the end of the month, or, you know, at the end of your lease, they have raised your rent like, oh my goodness, you're like, now you have to work more. Kwagamba, I'm like, Wanage, when does it stop? When do we get a breather? Obviously, Dashikao. What happened?
I don't know what's happening today.
Anyway, so
Now your screen is blank. I don't know what's happening, honestly.
naye ng'ompulira
Nkuwulira.
bannange kiki ekigenda mu maaso
Nkuwulira. Basipaayi bali mutuwuliriza.
bannaye I don't know. Are you seeing me?
No, I don't see you, babe. But I can
Eh?
hear you.
Boke leka tugendere awo.
Tugendera awo why tujja kulaba.
The problem is, kati tuyinza okubeera wano nga tuli mu kunyumya oluboozi olwawanvuwa, then nekola biri nga njogera nzekka. Leka gundi kano leka nka saving tutandikeyo akalala ka ddakiika 2.
Kale sebo.
Kale dya.
What's your craziest confession? Well, my craziest confession is that I once linked up with a nigga on Tinder, and then I would plan a date. We went
So,
out, and I was still waiting on the kept on saying.
You're back, bannange.
but then music for meanwhile, I was like, let me check. I don't think it was my microphone. Microphone, it's still, I don't know what happened. It's still showing that it's on. I don't know what's happening today.
Simanyi. But anyway, we are back.
But Jaja leero baganye. Maybe it's the cowrie shelf. I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, should we make this a 2-part series?
Probably.
I think we should make it a 2-part series.
Probably. And welcome
Yeah.
back.
Oh my God.
This is part 2 of Africans in North
Yeah.
America. And I am Yvonne, aka YV, aka Nakapuzi.
Wait, Yvonne, stop there. This part tugenda gyongerezaako bwongereza kuli. We are going to go on the, like later in life tujja kola part 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am Yvonne, aka YV, aka Nakapuzi, aka Nagamed
AKA Nigga Man who made
on
this.
socials. Yes. So yeah, we continue. What were you saying? I put my microphone back, and if it goes off, sorry guys.
Kevin to be Gabriel's. We are yet to get another team. And the other thing I would like to tell some of our listeners, yeah, we are like me and Yvonne have known each other since the beginning of time, literally. Yeah. But this is kind of new to both of us. Like I used to podcast a while ago, and did you happen to be a guest on that podcast?
Nah,
FYI.
bitch. Because you
Okay.
wanted me to
Okay.
be in Boston.
Because, by the way, because
But
technology
the
was not
technology
working
was
like
not the way
that.
it is right now. We weren't able to.
Yeah. Oh my
Are we
goodness,
exposing our age? But yes,
that is.
we could not record podcasts like this. And the only option was when you had to make a
Yeah.
phone
So
call and nah.
yeah, it was a little bit
Yeah.
hefty. Yeah. We. Guys, there's a way no, I was still telling people of how like me and Yvonne had known each other going, and I haven't been podcasting in a while. I'm not going to say that I struggle with public speaking. Now my English disappears. Okay, so and we told you guys we're giving you this podcast the way it is, raw, because until we get like an editing
Exactly.
team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, we don't need to start explaining again, guys. Man, it is
Yeah,
what it
okay.
is. We are just learning. If you want to continue learning with us and see how we grow. We would really appreciate that. If it's not for you, it's also okay, you know? We're not going to force you.
Mm.
If you enjoy our jazz, our mbozi, our banter, thank you for staying around. If it's not for you, we totally understand. Not everything is for everyone, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but we want you to
Yeah,
stay
we do
there.
want you to stay. Please like, share,
We want you
follow,
to go.
subscribe. Like,
Yeah.
watch us grow. You never know.
Yeah.
Hey,
We shall be working in Hollywood. Now we are
you
there, now hosting
know,
people to talk about their
right?
lives.
Amen. I receive with open arms. So, what else shocked you about
Anyway,
North
what
America? It's,
what else shocked me about North
mm,
America? What is my level of freedom? Like I could wear what I
without being
want.
catcalled.
I could,
Oh, without
and
people
I
looking at
that
you.
is one reason how I've survived in America. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to dress like this, and no one is going to even be like, hey, okay, you know, unless you find like a person from your village who's like, oh, let me call your parents. Oh, remember the time I was going through my hair
Mm-hmm.
coloring phase? Now this lady at church calls my grandmother. I saw your grandson. My goodness, his hair was blue. What is
Mm-hmm.
going on? What's it? Yeah. So my grandmother sits me down, and I'm like, "Ma'am, I think I pay
Exactly.
rent. Let's move along. You know, if I pay rent,
You can't tell me shit.
that's
Yeah,
how much.
I'm paying my rent. You're not feeding me.
Yeah.
I'm not coming to ask you for
Mm-mm.
pocket money. Like, I'm a grown ass adult with pubic hair. Eh? And you are telling me
Yeah.
my hair, I colored my hair, not even your hair, my hair.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that I've loved about being here. I have been through amazing communities. I've had so many racial moments. Those we shall go into. But those ones I'll have to write them down.
That will be a whole podcast in its
That's
own, man.
yeah.
By the way, that will be a whole podcast in its
But
own.
yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
of
I have
freedom,
learned to travel.
another a
Mm.
thing that I liked about North America is the fact that what you work for is what you paid for, right? It's not
Ah,
like in Uganda where you are busting your ass and breaking your back, and then at the end of the month you get peanuts.
or sometimes your employer's like,
Lero mwezi
money
mnaja
didn't come.
kusasula next month. Like, what the fuck? Excuse me?
My sister spent literally half a year working for this travel agency, and this man was not paying them anything.
Same.
But he still demanded
The same
the
work.
same
You expect me to come to work motivated with the same energy when you haven't been paying me. Same with Maria, right? She was working. I'm like, oh, he hasn't yet paid us. He hasn't yet. He said next month. It's tough. This, but you want me to come with the same energy. If it's tough, let me not come. Simple. Nay, when I remember I mentioned that I was sick for the beginning of the week, my ass still got paid, right? Because I worked for that shit last year and it carried forward, right? And that's what I like about North America as an African comparing. But then also in
Mm,
in Uganda, you can also do the bare minimum, and still get a shit ton of money. Like an
sure.
example is when I went back the last time. So I met up with my friends and like one of my friends, especially when you work with the government. One of my friends, one of my friends that works with the government, we had gone for lunch, and then it kind of like took a long time. And then like I was worried about her. I was like, I'm going to be late for work. She's like, "Ah, I guess I just won't go back." I was like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, I'm just going to ask someone to clock in for me and then like clock me out. So I was like, how do you do that? It's like I got the cleaning guy to use his pinky finger. So that's what's recorded in the system. Girl. So she just called that guy.
But
She's
that's
like,
not fair,
Andrew,
still.
hey. She's
Mhm.
obviously a Musheshe, so she spoke Lusheshe. Andrew just went and clocked in
Mm.
his pinky finger. There was no one in office. When it was time for her to leave, he clocked out his pinky finger. And she still got paid. But you can't do that here in Bulaya because they will ask for your finger, they will ask for your eye a retinal scan, they will ask for a stool sample, they will ask for a blood sample. You have to provide all those things and then you click it, like,
So that's for your first baby
right?
hairs.
And your umbilical cord that dropped off. My God, my boss is here.
Your boss is
Yeah, he's come
here.
to drop off some magazines.
Oh, okay. No, but all right, it's all right, guys.